Good Monday morning. Yeah, getting ready for Historicon. Got most of my stuff together. Um, Gotta get it packed, and then I'll get it in the van late tonight. Headed out early. I'll personally have to leave about 5 in the morning. And we'll drive most of the way. Stop, get up pretty early, probably on Wednesday. Get there early, set up. I'm actually running a game of Wars of Oz Wednesday night. Then I'm running Fjord Serpents Thursday, Friday. I need to double check and get all those times. So we start the list. Times for games. What else? First time to hear of Storicon. I'm actually excited. Um, I mean, I'm always excited about going to conventions, but it's that new new convention, and especially with Storicon. It's always been on my list to go to, and I've never made it before, so said definitely really excited to go. Uh yeah, looking at the vendors, gonna be some good vendors. Games. I've glanced at the games. Other than running games, I don't know how much time I'll have. Definitely will get around, talk to some people as always, and definitely have a good time. Looking forward to that. Conventions, conventions. I love going to conventions. Uh, Always see old friends, make new friends, see what is new out there in the gaming world. I normally, honestly, come back with something new for the shop. Um, I don't have anything really on my list to look at StoreCon, but I know there's going to be some really cool stuff. And honestly, at this point, I don't know. Um, my plate is full, uh, and not just my personal plate, but the shop too. We've got lots of games, and I'm just talking about mainly miniature games going on at the store. Very happy with that. Um, but once again, personally don't know if I have time, or once again, if and I say shop time. Um, there's always a fine line between, and it's both personal in the shop, between getting new games going, or do you go back and refresh games that's been being played? Look for new expansions, new additions, new factions. There's always something out there right now, and I mentioned before, there's just so much out there. And like I said, I'm focusing on miniature games right now since that's pretty much what I do at conventions. Um, yeah, someone was talking about trench crusades again. That's something definitely on near the top of my list for the near future of when they start releasing miniatures for retail. Um, and last video, I'm personally and in the shop once again. Moonstone. I just did a reorder. By the end of the week, I should have a full restock of Moonstone. So I see that game growing for the shop, and I got stuff I'm painting. I'm getting stuff painting. Um, see that fitting the nature, the what's not the nature of the store, but kind of the mentality of the shop. Um, One thing, it doesn't really compete with any other games that we're currently doing. We got BattleTech, we got all the Games Workshop games. It kind of fills that niche of in between everything. Uh, so a small table, small number of miniatures we've not been playing fast, but it can be played probably well under an hour, hour and a half, easy, if you just sit down and play. So once again, I think it kind of fills a niche that we don't have going out there with anything else. I do another game in the near future is Twisted. Just printed out Derek a huge building, the biggest project I've done so far. I don't know. I'm gonna say is I need to finish up the last pieces overnight, but probably 600 hours worth of printing. This is it's a huge building, no doubt the biggest thing I've ever printed. But yeah, I know Derek's got big plans for Twisted, and once again, definitely one of my favorite games out there, and want to do more with that in the future. So once again, and I got you got Blackout. I invested some in some product for the store. Would love seeing getting that on the table, and and that's not to take away from Shatterpoint. What else? Other Legion's going to be up and coming in the near future. Um, got the new 30K box coming out. There's just once again, I don't want to push people to play games. Once again, it's that fine line with the customers in the store. Um, of they've invested into games. I want to help push those games they invested in and get see those run tournaments, run events for those games, but also want to bring new stuff in. So yeah, there's a fine line of doing that, and it goes back to just for the store, the time and energy of, and I say the store as a whole. That's people running games, table space on weekends. Once again, these are I guess bad problems to have, but uh, it, it, go back to trying to introduce something new to the shop, and it's always difficult to get new games going. Even if you have one or two people that already want to play the game, um, people want to see the played on the table. That they want to see it on the table. Um, and once again, there's even games I'd like to see a uh, revival of. The Conquest. There's guys out there playing Conquest, Bold Action. Once again, most of those you see on the table, uh, but not on a regular basis. So once again, there's games out there that are already out there. People have. I think we could push those a little more. And yeah, so always a lot going on. Where do you focus your energy and your effort? And that's just once again miniature games. The card games have kind of exploded again. Um, Pokemon, you still can't get a hold of. Magic is pumping out the sets. They literally have a money press going there. Got a new release of Magic coming out in a couple of weeks, and we just had Final Fantasy, which that was great, but a lot of effort and energy into that. Um, the guys did convince me to get some Overpower cards. Game from back in 1995 that I played. So yeah, there's a lot going on, and once again, it's a good thing. It's a good problem to have. Staying busy, staying on top of it is always the challenge. And then I run off a convention and probably see more new stuff. So that's where all this it's kind of feeds on itself. You know, um, back to the shop, we play our games and all this stuff. but there's so many other games out there that may have heard about, may have seen, but really get exposed to. That's what conventions are good for, and I try to do that. That's the reason I do Wars of Oz. I do Fjord Serpents. Once again, not big hot games in the shop, but when I go out there at conventions, I think those definitely have great potential. And honestly, I want to add Moonstone to that. I'm looking for 3 to 5 games to take on the road with conventions, and trying to not take things that other people have. And that is a challenge, especially when you go to historical um, conventions, of targeting that demographics for that convention and with something new. I've always been fairly successful with that, and we'll continue with that. Yeah, and I know won't be going to Gen Con. That's coming up pretty soon, but we do have a full slate of conventions that as soon as I get back from Historicon, taking a short vacation to go see my parents. But we'll be right back on top of probably what I can't see the details of looking at my list on the fridge there. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 conventions the rest of the year, end of the year. So, and that's none in December. So, uh, yeah, we're going to be pushing it. But that is fun. With that, I think I'm going to run because I do have a full day. I've got my regular Monday ordering and all that stuff to do. I did some last night, but I definitely want to finish up packing. I got my list, and I'm sure I'll be adding to my list of stuff that I need to take. Already a couple things. And conventions, it's like going on a vacation trip. You always forget something or can't find something. I'm sure that will be that way with me. Already got one little thing I don't have to take, but I was wanting to take and couldn't find it as part of my rack. I can do the rack without it, but I said there's always something, and yeah. So let's go pack some boxes. I've got a list of what I'll take to see if we can't make some room always for a couple more things. So I'll probably holler at you guys, maybe a short video from Historicon, at least a quick walkthrough or something. So with that, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you later on the week from Historicon. Everybody have a great day and take care.